Morning, welcome to the channel. Today's video is going to consist of my dogs, which you've seen, truck parts, more truck parts, and I'm getting a haircut. Truck parts. So I gotta wait a little bit here to get my hair cut. They got one other person coming in before I can get in anyways, and yeah, so it's time for a bit of a story time. I picked up my truck parts here. Luckily enough, the Greyhound station is right next to the place I'm getting my hair cut today, so I was able to just walk over, grab the truck part, toss it in the back of my truck, and now I got a little bit of time for a story time. Now, some of you may recognize what that part is. It's the front four-wheel drive valence for the front of my truck that got ripped off last winter. What happened was it was an early morning. I had to go to work early that day. We had a big project on the go, and I was late. Now that's not uncommon for me, is to be late, but I was late getting out of the house to go to work. Truck was fired up, warmed up, and earlier than I woke up, the snowplow came and plowed me in. Now I didn't have time to, get the neighbor's bobcat fired up and clear it out, and I didn't have time to shovel it out by any means. So I just decided that I was gonna reverse onto the property as far as I could, as far as the snow would let me, and I was just gonna blast through it. I expected it to be a lot harder packed than it was, because it was super cold. It was like minus 30, minus 35, somewhere in there. Super cold. Thought the snow would be hard and packed. It wasn't. It was still solid. And as soon as I started getting through it, I started chewing, turning my wheels side to side, trying to get more traction, trying to get out. Nope. Didn't work. You need to be fired. No, thank you. As I put my truck in reverse, get it out. Let me know if you have any suggestions for new running boards. I think that would look good on this truck. But anyhow, got out to assess the damage. The running boards were fine, bumpers were fine, front bumper was fine. However, the front valence was completely off, and I was so pissed off with myself. I hated the look of my truck without it. Then I started getting used to it, getting used to having no front valence on there. And I thought, two-wheel drive valence on there, and I still don't like the look of those. I see the trucks, I don't like them. and there's these two metal pieces that stick down from my bumper, and I don't like the look of those, but I don't want to take them off. They're there for insurance purposes, because it's such a large vehicle. If I hit somebody head on, I don't want to crawl up on top of their vehicle, and that's what it prevents. So if I take those off, I get to it head on, I don't struggle because I can't control. There are some sweet vehicles today running down the strip. While I'm getting my hair cut, I'll leave my camera rolling and plugged in. And just on the strip, you can see the kind of vehicles outside. There's some really nice vehicles out there. But yeah, that's the end of story time. Time for a haircut. Got my haircut, got my truck parts. Now time to head home, clean out my truck, install the front four-wheel drive valence, and then go grab some ice cream or something because she is hot today. So here's the remainder of the old valence. I tore off, and here's the new valence. Not brand new, you can see it is used. I bought from another member on a truck group, Western Canadian POWERSTROKE. One of the best groups around to be in my opinion. Now, time to install it. Oh, that looks much better. Finished product. Well, I got the new valence on the front of my truck. Well, not new, but new to me. Probably won't turn out in video very good, but I gotta say, I think it looks way better. Looks like my truck's complete again. And I'll do my best not to rip this one off this winter, or maybe I'll just take it off for winter altogether. Never realized how far these tires poke out until I actually look at it. Now, I know we already had a story time in this vlog already with my ripping off my old front valence, but here's another one from today. Good deed done for today, by the way. I was driving through town after hanging out with a buddy of mine, and after he went home to see his kid and stuff, I was going down the strip in Cranbrook here, and there was this hippie in this minivan, like those old GMC, or no, it was a Dodge Grand Caravan is what it was. And I'm passing him, and I just happen to glance over, and I notice he's got this weird spiritual rock that's painted and duct taped to his steering wheel. And I thought, you know, that's a little odd. Passed by him, not thinking much of it, and then I realized, oh shit, that guy's gonna die. So I wheeled around town, I got behind him and followed him into a gas station, and I just went over to him and said, hey man, you know, that rock he got on there, I saw it a little while ago, and I decided to double take and come back around and just let you know, if you do get into an accident, that thing is going to end up in the back of your skull, and you will be dead instantly when your airbag goes off. And he was more than grateful. He took it off right away, shook my hand, and you know, that was that. But It's amazing the amount of things people don't know. It's just the common sense that isn't there. But whatever, it's talk to him about it and just wanted to make sure he was safe. Don't hate on anybody. I don't want to see anybody get hurt over something they just don't know about, just because they don't know. So that happened today. But yeah, that's it for this story time. Alright, now that we got the front valence on there, I wasn't going to do this, but I'll reveal it now, just so we got something to look forward to later on here when I do the next vlog and the next mod. I'll show you what the next mod is now. The next mod, so I have a 2016 Ford F-250, which, to clear the new rims that I got, which you can see in a previous video, I had to put a 2-inch leveling kit in the truck so it wouldn't rub as bad. Still rubs a bit. I have to grind down the bumper bracket just a C hair. And what I didn't realize, I didn't do much research before I bought the leveling kit. I only got a 2-inch front leveling kit, and they're just spacers in between the springs. So I got that installed a while ago, and I didn't realize that it was going to lift the front of my truck up too high, so it looks like it's got that Cali lean to it. And trust me, that is not the look I was going for when I leveled my truck. I wanted it to be well level. So what I have to do is I bought some Ford F-350 rear blocks. I don't have my U-bolts in quite yet, so they're not going to be installed up until maybe next week sometime when I'm at work. I'll do that probably while I'm at work. I'll get one of the mechanics to help me and lend me his tools, seeing as I won't have any of mine where I'll be. So the F-250 rear block, I believe, is 3 inches, and the F-350 block is 4.5. Works out to be about, that's what they're rated as, 4.5, but I measured them, they're about 4.25, not a big deal. But it'll still lift up my ass end just enough so it won't look retarded. Anyways, this is what they look like. They sit like that in there. And I'm hoping these will lift the rear end of my truck up just enough that it looks level and it doesn't squat in the rear and look like I've got 3 or 4 loads of dirt in the back or whatever, sagging it down, or have way too heavy tongue weight on my trailer, because that's what it looks like now. So I'm hoping these will help with the squat in the rear, and then after that my next suspension modifications will probably be airbags. If you got any suggestions for airbag kits, let me know in the comment section. But as for a video, that's it for today. If you like what you see, just like I say every day, like, comment, subscribe if you want to. If not, don't. Not a big deal. Positive and negative feedback is more than welcome. So yeah, you can follow my Instagram, which is throttleout250 on Instagram as well. And my Twitter is the same. I don't have a Facebook set up for my YouTube channel as of yet, but I will eventually. When I have a bigger follower base, I'll end up doing that. But as for today, that's it, and when in doubt, throttle out. Come on, give me a paw.